Ladies, if you are a woman that's out there that is dying to kind of open up your divine feminine in a new way, then you want to come to the Wild Women Symposium. I think women really need women to grow, to open, and transform. And I believe every woman has tremendous wisdom to share with another woman. In the Wild Women Symposium, that's what we're going to have. We're going to have a context of sharing and exchanging of energy, and we're going to have the opportunity to learn from each other and learn from some fascinating, wonderful facilitators, some of them that have come from all over the country to gift you with their tools and techniques for transformation. Today I have with me Jayme Giordino. I say that wrong every time. Say that for me.
It's Giordano.
Giordano. I have to pull out my Italian part of myself. So Jayme Giordano, who is going to be once again teaching at the Wild Women Symposium after a little bit of a hiatus because she had two beautiful, fabulous twins. How are you doing, Jayme?
I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me. And I'm so excited to be back teaching this time. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, and it's wonderful to see, I always think children help us evolve and grow and help us drop in as powerful women. And that's what I've seen with you, because you have always been this, like rainbow of light and energy and vitality and passion. And now it's so beautiful to see you become this like calm and confident and centered, really relaxed into your own energy field, feminine. Like the maturity I've seen in you in a short period of time is just beautiful to behold.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you recognize that. It has been nothing but a journey, both tumultuous and pleasurable with all of it. So I'm glad that, there's a point it's coming to a point with all that. So thank you.
Absolutely. Now tell everybody about you a little bit, because you do a lot of different things in the Salt Lake City area. And so give us your bio.
Okay, so you've asked me this question. I've interviewed with you several times, and each time I'm prepared, but I'm unprepared, because I think you're similar. I feel like I've lived so many lifetimes in this lifetime that it's hard to pinpoint who am I. So I actually really thought about this time, and I was raised as a Pentecostal, snake handling, evangelical street preacher's daughter who behind his back studied the occult arts, astrology, tarot, mediumship. I have been a graffiti artist that has been arrested for it several times. I've worked as a go-go dancer in Prince's Club in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have been a hairstylist for 13 years. That's what I practiced currently as well, and taught many apprentices. I was the head instructor of a school for refugeed women to learn how to do hair and to better themselves and empower themselves here in the States. I currently am teaching a Kundalini Fusion Bali class every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. in a beautiful little studio called Body Logic in Midvale. So if you want to come get in on that, that's great. And I am a mother of two beautiful girls. Single mommyhood of twins is crazy and so beautiful. I love it. So I also I read tarot and numerology, astrology, do energy medicine and mediumship with a number of other things. So if you need any of these things, let me know. I'm more than happy to help you out.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I love that you're just so multi-talented. I mean, I love that you and I kind of come from this same cosmic strand where we just love to bring all these different pieces together. And when somebody sits in front of us, we're like, okay, so like, what are we doing with this particular person today? And we kind of weave, the magic through the tools to help open them and unveil them. Now at the Wild Women Symposium, which will be April 1st through 3rd, 2016, you're going to be teaching a Kundalini Fusion class. So give the ladies an idea of what this class is about.
So I actually changed my class, thanks to you lovely ladies for allowing me to do so, after I'd submitted my first class, because this is the class I'm teaching every week. So I really wanted to teach it to the women at Wild Women Symposium because it's refined. And of course, I'm going to, put a little extra into it at the symposium. It's going to be longer, and there's going to be a few more surprises. So I'm excited to do something that you can actually, as a woman at the symposium, go home and do every week with us if you enjoy it as well. It's not just a one-time thing. So the Kundalini Fusion class is going to be a mix of Kundalini yoga. Now, I don't teach Kundalini yoga traditional, which is sometimes a little faux pas in that tradition, but I blend it with a little bit of dance and movement. And it's baladi, it's belly dance, it's the feminine dance. The kind of energy I like to bring to my classes. I have Greek lineage and Egyptian lineage in my blood. And when I was a young girl, I would dress my friends up in sheets, togas, right? And put on plays of the Greek and Egyptian gods. It just came through me. It was a memory, a deep memory I've had. And so I remember this time when women would come together and in sacred temples or just communities together and do these things. We would sing together, play together, dance together, tell each other stories. And this is the type of energy I like to bring to the symposium and to classes I teach. So prepare for that. We're going to do those things. We're going to sing, we're going to dance, and we're going to tell some stories. There'll be a little bit of energy medicine involved with some oils and hands-on healing work. And the end of the class could go 3 different ways. I have 3 different ideas, but I want to see who shows up and what energy shows up to the class before I decide. So it's a surprise. Some of it could be very bold and out of the box. I could give you a hint, something like you're going to do a solo dance or song in front of the group of women. Or it could be a little bit more mellow, and maybe we're laying down and meditating and, giving each other hand massages or something. So there is, a different plethora of things that could happen at the end of the class. During the class, we will begin with some mantra. Try to get in a transcendental meditation state where we really can get into our heart and open our eyes and see each other completely different from how we would if we just ran into each other on the street as sisters, as a camaraderie, like you're talking about, this presence of divine feminine that we can all look in each other's eyes and see. So we will use mantra to do this, and then we will have some light Kundalini yoga movement. Most of it will be seated, so anybody can do this. It's not going to be hard for somebody that feels like they may not have experience or the bodily capacity. So everything that will be done there is for any kind of experience level. Same with the belly dance part of it. Belly dance is a fertility dance. It's the feminine dance. Whether you're wanting to make a baby or make, creative energy in your life, create a business, create a dish for your loved ones at Christmas time, or whatever you're looking forward to creating. So let's create together. Let's bond together as women and just bring that energy of the divine feminine through each other.
Wonderful. I love this class. But you know me, it's like I love movement and I love all types of movement. And I think that I think in our businesses and in our jobs, we sit, and we don't exercise enough and we don't move. And I think that what happens with women is that they hold all these emotions inside that we're actually designed to move through the dancing that would happen tribally very regularly, and even the grieving process and the wailing that the women were given permission to do to get these feelings out of our body. And it's amazing how when you get a bunch of women to start moving, how much sound starts to happen, and how much joy starts to happen, and how much tears start to happen just by them starting to feel back into their authentic body. And the feminine body is designed to express, and it is beautiful. So ladies out there, just kind of know that all bodies are beautiful and all shapes are beautiful. And the Wild Women Symposium is a place of no judgment. One of my great wins at the Wild Women Symposium was at the end. Almost every time people stand up and they say, I've always felt judged because of my weight or this or that or whatever. And this was the first place that I felt completely accepted as I was. And so ladies, this is a space of no judgment, and openness. And we want you to come and be part of our tribe. The women at the Wild Women Symposium, some of them have come every single event. And bring your lady friends, bring your girlfriends, bring your family, bring your daughters, bring your grandmother. It's like all of that. Have an experience that together as women, you can join and enjoy and be joyous together and create a memory. So I just love you, Jayme. You're such a beautiful energy and you're such a bright spirit. And, you and I have this kind of Kundalini connection thing that we've got going, and it's so wonderful. Now, how do people get a hold of you?
You can find me on Facebook, Jayme Giordano, JaymeGiordano. So find me on Facebook. You can message me, post something on my wall, ask me any questions you have about any of the services I offer. And Suzanne, I just have to thank you for all your hard work and your love and your energy and just finding these souls and bringing them together, because I have changed from the symposium. I never knew that there were people that cared about the things I cared about and the depth that we do. And it's like those things I did as a child, these little plays I put on with these Greek goddesses, this is it. And we're doing it in our adulthood. And I'm so excited that I get to act out my childhood and my adulthood. And it's thanks to you.
Thank you, because I think that's what it's about, is that, I think the child always had the dream. Always had the dream. And then we grow up and we think, oh, I can't have my dream. And I'm like, ladies, what if you can have your dream? What if you can come to the symposium and get the support from other women who want to believe in your dream and have tools that can help you create your dream in the real world? And so please come to the Wild Women Symposium. It's going to be April 1st through 3rd, 2016 at the Leonardo Center, which is a beautiful space downtown, and become part of our tribe. And we have things that happen afterwards, and Jayme will be teaching classes afterwards, and you can sign up for her classes and dive even deeper into your Baladi self. So thank you, Jayme.
Thank you, Suzanne. Have a good day.
You too.